Hi, everybody. Welcome to our new vlog called the Shmatte Talks, the Nanny. You know, you probably know me. I'm Chris. I am the head curator of the Nanny Shmatte, the fashion exhibit that will open its doors in New York, based on your favorite TV show, The Nanny. I'm here today to get you some insider details about the designers that Fran wore on air. And I have just built our office into this fantastic showroom. And yeah, so let's get started. So, welcome everybody. I am so happy to see you, and I hope that you like what I have to say and that it's a little informative. And I wanted to start off with a piece that I think is very important for the exhibition because it's one of the pieces that are actually responsible for the look that Fran had on the show. And that was created around the character by the Emmy Award winning stylist Brenda Cooper. We have a replica of the piece that I'm going to show you. It's still an original Moschino, but it's not the one that was used, that was actually used on the show. So, you might have seen the videos on Instagram in which I'm meeting Brenda, in which I'm with her, actually at her studio in Los Angeles, and she actually has the original, and I was very, very, very lucky and very privileged to get close to the original. I held it in my hands, the sacred one, the one piece that is responsible for the whole look of the character of Fran Fine. So let me get started. You've all seen it, and I think you all love it. And Fran was wearing it um, a couple of times on the show. She was like for the first time. She was wearing it for the first time in season 1, episode 3, My Fair Nanny, and in season 1, episode 4, The Schlepp. You know, so let me just show you the piece that I was talking about. It's a beautiful multicolored stripe vest from the brand Moschino. It was actually from the 1990 fashion collection Moschino Couture. It's to be seen on the runway. So if you want to go to YouTube, you can actually watch the fashion show on the runway from this year. I'm not sure which. I think it was the spring summer collection. I mean, it would make sense. I mean, it doesn't look like a winter piece of clothing. So, yeah. So this is the piece that I'm very proud of to possess, or like to own. As I mentioned before, or maybe not, I can't remember. Everything you see in the background is owned by the Nanny Shmatte. I'm going to introduce you to every single piece. If you want to, it's up to you. But I would be happy to just tell you about every little piece. I found this one online. I found it online. It was quite reasonable. And that was actually this was the first one for the inspiration. This was like, um, the inspiration for the character of Fran on the show, and it was actually one of my first pieces. I think it was I think it was the second one that I ever bought. So I'm very proud of this one, and I wear it. It's a couple. I've been wearing it a couple of times because it actually fits me. I can't really button up, but I don't think it looks as good buttoned up as it looks open, so yeah. But I don't want to wear it too often because I don't want to stain it or rip it or whatever, because it's going to be in the collection that will be put on display in the exhibition. So yeah, I'm going to be very careful with it. Um, so yeah, you see the buttons, they spell out Moschino in the front. There's the ties in the back. So, a little insider detail, they've changed the buttons a few times, because before Fran was wearing the vest on the Nanny, it was, I think, on Princesses, or like, I can't really remember what show it was or what movie, but Twiggy, the, a good friend of Fran's, and who played um, the Duchess in the first season, um, was wearing this kind of Moschino vest before it was put on Fran on the Nanny. And they've changed the buttons quite a few times, because when I saw the vest, when I held it in my hands, it had kind of those rhinestones, like black rhinestone buttons. But I've seen pictures, and I've posted pictures, and if you look very closely, you can see that Fran is actually wearing a similar kind of button, but without the letters inside. So, it has a gold rim and is black on the inside, but Branda can't really remember what kind of button it was that was sewed onto this vest. But, I mean, who cares anyway? It looks good just with the black rhinestone buttons, and it was a privilege and an honor to just be able to hold it in my hands. So yeah, this was actually the piece that I wanted to show you first, because I think not only because it was an inspiration for Branda to create the character clothing wise on the show, but also because it was one of the first pieces that made me think about this exhibition. I came up with the idea 2 years ago after I purchased some of the clothes that Fran wore on air that I found on the internet. And so I'm very proud that we have come this far. And you see all the pieces. I mean, all to this side. I mean, it's going further down than you can actually see. And to this side, um, it's all vintage, mostly Moschino, Lacroix, um, Dior, and so many more. I mean, it's mostly Moschino, because yeah, let's be honest. I mean, Fran was wearing a lot of Moschino at the time. So, but everything you see from here downwards is actually it's Moschino and other brands like Todd Oldham and stuff, but nothing actually that Fran was wearing on air, because we are going to show. We are also going to show some other pieces that Fran didn't wear, but which are also very, very exciting to look at. So yeah, and I think that's it for today. I'm going to tell you a little more about the exhibition and the people that we are negotiating with in the next video. And so I hope you tune in again, and thank you for tuning in today. I am very happy to see you, and I hope to see you again very soon. And I wish you all a good day, and wherever you are in the world, and thank you for your support. So, yeah, have a great day, everybody. Bye.